And someone who did not enjoy seeing those goals conceded was Paul Rutter, Newcastle fan, who joins us now. Paul, I'm told you were shaking your head throughout those highlights. What did you think of it last night?
Well, thanks for replaying that. I really wanted to relive that fantastic game last night. I'm trying to forget it. I'm trying to move on, but oh my word, it was it was another kick in the teeth. You just think that you've turned the corner after the Manchester City performance and result, and then you're brought down to earth with a huge bump.
Dan Burns said after the game that it was 10 to 15 minutes of madness that cost them the game after half-time. Is that how you saw it?
Well, to be fair, Dan Burn would know, wouldn't he, after the Brentford game and what went on down there, and then obviously the suspension. Look, I mean, I know we're heading into the festive season and stuff, but last night it was like watching Groundhog Day, you know. Christmas has come a little bit earlier. The trouble is, it isn't a one-off. It isn't a 10, 15-minute spell. That's sugarcoating it. That's wallpapering over the cracks. You know, last night was what, like you said, one away win in 8 games. And, yeah, I mean, we had 15 minutes where we were really positive and I was encouraged at the start. And after then, it just became a basketball match type of a game. And that isn't the type of performance that you need to pull out when you're playing in the Champions League away from home, ultimately.
Jody, this kind of home and away thing, Newcastle are flying at home and they're not flying away so far. What do you put that down to? You've been a manager, you've been a player. You'll have seen this happen before. It happens to other clubs as well. But why does it happen and how do you get out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. It's like Paul was touching on, you think you turn a corner. That's what you need. You need to put together a little bit of a run because it clearly is a mentality problem. You can't be as good as Newcastle are at home, and that's obviously testament to the Newcastle fans themselves, but you then have to take accountability as a player. Because if you're leaving St James's Park and all of a sudden you've got such a poor record like that, I mean, especially for those travelling fans, the fans that travel away are the ones that probably deserve all the rewards in the world because of the sacrifices they go to. And to see your team performing so badly away from home, for me, that lies at the door of the players because for me, it is a mentality thing. You shouldn't have to I'm not saying they don't get up for games, but if you can only perform in front of your home fans with the amount that there are at St James's Park, that certainly is a mentality thing for me.
Well, Paul, there's a message that's just come up on the screen from Dazza. He says Eddie Howe has no plan B. Is that fair? Because he does often, you know, he does change the formation. He does tweak the players. Is Dazza right or wrong there?
I think he's right in a lot of what he's saying, to be honest. I mean, I've considered everything, even down to the fact that they don't like the bus drivers aftershave, because you're literally just clutching at straws. But I think a lot of it comes down to the rotation, to the system, to the stubbornness, to playing favourites no matter what, not using the entire squad. You've got players like Botman, who didn't play against Manchester City. Could he have come in to freshen things up? It's a head scratcher, but there's a couple of players as well who are bang out of form, and you couple that with the likes of Alanga, who's having a bit of a mare. Gordon hasn't scored or assisted in over 20 games, you know, domestically. He seems to turn up now and again in the Champions League. It's not clicking.
But what about your goal? You know, what about your goalkeeper, Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale? Who would you start against Everton?
I said straight away after the match last night, Ramsdale. I mean, he must have more patience than the actual Pope to be able to sit there on the bench and keep smiling and not, you know, be knocking the manager's, door down at the end of the day. He's played well when he's come in for the League Cup games. He's looked confident. I think the defenders look a little bit more assured with him in between the sticks. But look, a result in a game isn't changed by just one player, but he certainly had a massive impact on the momentum in the game. And, from that moment on, it just changed. And it's not the first time. That's, I think, 4 errors leading to goals in the last 3 away games. And, you know, Eddie Howe, he's a loyal man. He's loyal to everybody around him, including the players. But sometimes you have to make the big decisions, and this is a massive one. Ramsdale, for me, has to come in at the weekend, and you've got to take Pope out of it, because it's just going to get bigger and bigger. If there's another mistake, it's straight away. It's going to be coming on his on his shoulders, and it's not entirely fair because yes, he had a massive error last night, but he wasn't the only one. Nobody's talking about Alanga not assisting and not scoring. £55 million. We've got the Timu Obertan, it appears at times. And then up top, Gordon, he's not a striker. You're playing square pegs and round holes, and as Bobby Robson used to say, you'll never get away with that. You know, so there are multiple issues, but certainly the goalkeeping department needs to be addressed. Last night, in a sort of no-pressure game, we were quite well placed. The pressure was slightly off. It's not the biggest loss in the world.
Paul, do you think that you're lacking pace in the 9 area with your new signing up top?
He started Gordon last night.
I know, but that's why he's playing Gordon there, isn't it? Is he worried about the lack of pace?
We're not lacking pace. We're lacking strikers. Visser's been out. We haven't even seen, hide or hair of him. Gordon has played up top. He's not a striker. He'll never be a striker. And Voldemar, he's actually quite quick. He's quite rapid. He started on the bench. He can't start 3 games every week all the time. We've got 3 games a week up until the end of January. The schedule's relentless. Recruitment is coming back to bite us a little bit. From the summer and all the upset and issues and difficulty getting a striker over the line. That's affecting us. But ultimately, pace isn't the issue. It's the fact that we just don't have the options up top until Visser comes back, whenever that magical moment will be. I've got everything crossed that he's going to be back sooner rather than later, but he's been a massive miss and he hasn't even kicked a ball for us yet.
I'm still flummoxed by Timu Obertan that you've just described Anthony Alanga as. But I will just end with this one, Paul. Right, your next few games: Everton, Tottenham, Burnley, Leverkusen, and then the derby. Would you take a loss in all 4 but win the derby, or win all 4 and lose the derby?
Well, we have got 2 games, haven't we, in that where we're at home, so we should be all right with that. But the most important games coming up, obviously, is the Sunderland game, and then the game straight afterwards, which is the cup game against Fulham. Those are massive, but I will always say, if the fixtures come out, first thing I look for is the Sunderland game. It is the fixture, and I think the players or the Newcastle United support big time. So that would be a perfect opportunity and platform to be able to stand up and put the performance and get a result in that game.
Surely you take 4 wins, though. You take 4 wins over just a derby win.
I'm with Paul. when you're from the northeast, Jody, I'm with Paul.
Yeah, it's all in that time. That game there, the home game and the away game. Literally, it's life or death. It is that important to everybody. It's in the blood. And it's literally, since the fixtures have come out, I've been counting down to that game. And hopefully by then we've got a few players back. We start discovering a little bit of form and we learn how to, win on the road. That would be fantastic. Just a short trip down the A19 to take them on and stuff. So hopefully, it's huge. It's absolutely and utterly massive.
There's a bit of time between now and then, thankfully. Paul, thank you.
Thank you.